DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL, and new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use promo code PFTLive when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. All right, DraftKings Thursday Night Football props. Let's start with Jared Goff. We slandered his good name earlier by saying that he wasn't good enough to be the guy that took the Rams to the promised land. He's pretty damn good in Detroit. Over under passing yards for Jared Goff tonight, 255.5. Chris, are you over or are you under?
Wow, yeah, that's I feel like I'm gonna go under on that. It's not by. I mean, that's a tough number there. It's really like a little dependent on how much the Packers sell out to stop the run and kind of how they look at that. You know what? I'm going to change it. I'm going to go under in this. The more I think about it, the more I feel like, Green Bay up front, they got enough studs this year where I think they can trust them a little bit, and they'll play a little bit more for the play action pass to stop that. I'm going to go under.
I'm going to go over. It's more fun.
Good.
It's more fun when there's more passing yards.
Life's short.
I'll go over for Goff. How about Jordan Love? 230.5. Is the over-under for his passing yards tonight. Are you over or under with him?
I think I'm going to go under there as well, right? I mean, again, they're very good at setting the line here, but, I kind of look at it going, I think in Green Bay's perfect world, they want to run the ball, and then Jordan Love throw for about 210 yards and 2 touchdowns, and they don't have to depend on him to throw it 45 times a night, where I think in their perfect world, they want to be like 15 for 23 or 24 for 210 yards and just good balanced football. So I think I'm going to go the under there as well with Jordan Love.
He had 245, 151, and 259 so far this year. I'll go over. I just feel like for him especially, as I said earlier, this is kind of the potential coming out party where he can silence a lot of the haters and the doubters and give everyone a reason to believe that maybe he could be the third link in the chain that goes Favre to Rodgers to Love. Long way to go to get there, but this is his first opportunity to show everyone in primetime what he can do. All right, the receiving props, we'll put those up. Amon-Ra St. Brown has the highest number at 72.5. Sam Laporta, we talked about him earlier, most catches through 3 games for any tight end in league history, 42.5 yards over under for him. And then you've got 4 different Packers on that list. Any of those stand out to you that you would like the over?
I think I look at Dobbs and Musgrave, and I'd go watch out for those 2, right? That's where I do think Dobbs, of course, with Christian Watson just coming back, I still think is going to be one of the more focal points of the passing offense. And Musgrave, he's a big, impressive specimen. He could be the guy that, because Watson being back and Aaron Jones and Dobbs being out there, where they kind of forget about him a little bit in the game plan because he hasn't been like a staple of their offense yet. So that's one where I look at it in a big way. And then we throw in Christian Watson there too. I mean, 36.5. I'd be shocked if he didn't have 1 reception that's over 36.5. So, there's 3 that I kind of like in that Green Bay passing offense.
I definitely like Christian Watson over 36.5. Unless somebody's got some inside information that he's going to be limited because of the hamstring injury. That just seems awfully low, as does Dobbs. But there's a certain element of crapshoot, too, because one guy ends up having the big night, the other guy ends up having lesser. But I would go with Watson as my first pick. And maybe Laporta. 42.5 seems low for him, but who the hell knows? Like you said, they do a good job of setting the lines to the point where you're basically flipping a coin on these.
Well, I know that, the more I talk about it and think about it, right, and it's where I sit there and, I think about the things we just talked about, the receivers, I almost want to go back and go, you know what, I will take the over on Jordan Love, too. And that's really where I want to go. So I'm really giving the people some concrete answers here. But, yeah, the more I think about it from that aspect, and then Detroit, the way they've played run defense and all that, I could see Jordan Love with the over and some of these guys having some bigger passing numbers than maybe we predicted or thought. So I'm changing everything, everybody. Over for the Green Bay guys.
Who's your favorite to go under?
Oh, my favorite to go under. That's a good question there. I feel like this is where like Dontavian Wicks could certainly kind of get lost in the shuffle there out of that group there, or Jaden Reed. Like one of those guys kind of loses their touches on the football.
Reed's is too high. Reed's is too high.
Yeah.
With Watson back, Reed's is too high.
I think so. I think that's the one that jumps out to me too.
And, I mentioned that Watson seems low, and I delved into the idea of inside information. I'll just defer to what I wrote yesterday about the Eagles' illnesses from Monday night and how that inside information really can affect bets like this. If someone does know that a Jalen Hurts is sick, which no one publicly knew on Monday night, maybe you'd be inclined, if you had that inside information, to bet the under on his rushing yards for that night, and the under would have hit. So it's I don't know when and how it's ever going to be fixed, but there is that potential. When I see that 36.5 for Christian Watson, it makes me think somebody knows that even though he's going to be able to play, he's not going to be featured. He's not maybe 100%, that kind of thing. Because I think that number seems low, and it may be they're trying to get us to bet the over because they know something we don't, and it is going to be under 36.5. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.